Hello. Today, I have a story to share with you. A story that's etched deep into my heart. So deep that sometimes, I still feel like it's never left me. This story is called, *The Ghost Under the Bed*. A true story that will chill you to the bone. Yes, you heard that right. Under the bed. The place where we sleep every night. The place we think is safe. But what if I told you, it might never have been safe at all? How would you feel? My name is Phrae. I'm 32 years old. Just an ordinary person. I like living a simple life. I work as an accountant, staring at numbers all day. But this story, it changed my life forever. It began 10 years ago, when I decided to move out of a small condo in the city to an old, standalone house in a village outside town. A village called Rose Garden. Sounds lovely, doesn't it? But what was hidden in that village? It wasn't lovely at all. That house, it was ancient. The wooden floor creaked with every step. The windows had cracks. The walls had water stains in places. And the smell, a strange smell, like dust mixed with something. I can't quite explain it. I remember the first day I moved in. I felt like someone was watching me the whole time. It wasn't just a normal feeling. It was like a pair of eyes, staring at me from the dark corners of the house. But back then, I thought, oh, it's probably just because I'm not used to the new place. I tried to convince myself that everything would get better. But I was wrong. So very wrong. That day, I spent the whole day unpacking, carrying boxes from the car, arranging things. The house had 2 floors. The ground floor had a living room and kitchen. Upstairs, there were 2 bedrooms. I chose the larger one. The one with an old wooden bed already in it. That bed looked antique. The headboard had carved flowers, but the wood was worn and decaying in places. I thought, I'll replace it later. But that first night, I had to sleep on it. That first night in the house, I was exhausted. I finished unpacking around midnight. I showered, changed into pajamas, and lay down on the bed. Everything was silent. Eerily silent. I pulled the blanket over me, turned off the light. And then, suddenly, I heard something. It was faint. Like a whisper, "You are here." I jolted awake. My heart pounded. I looked around the room. Nothing. The windows were shut tight. The door was locked. I sat still, breathing heavily. Was it a dream? I tried to force myself back to sleep. But that strange feeling, it wouldn't go away. I drifted in and out of sleep like that. Until dawn. The first light of day filtered through the window. I felt a little relieved. But I was still wondering, what was that sound last night? I got up and walked around the house. Everything seemed normal. No strange signs. So I thought, maybe it was just exhaustion. Or the wind blowing through the cracks in the house. But deep down, I knew it wasn't just that. The second night, I decided to sleep earlier, hoping that if I rested well, I wouldn't feel anything strange again. But no. I woke up in the middle of the night. The clock showed 2 a.m. and I felt it. Something under my bed. It was like breathing. A cold, chilling breath. I lay frozen, too scared to move. My hands gripped the blanket tightly. Why? Why am I feeling this? I was terrified. But I didn't dare look under the bed. Part of me thought, it's probably just the wind. Or maybe a stray cat got an asterisk. But deep in my heart, I knew it wasn't that. It wasn't that at all. I lay there, rigid, breathing shallowly, trying to listen closely. That breathing sound, it grew louder, like something was moving. Under the bed, I started to feel cold. Not from the air, but a coldness from within. I stayed like that until morning, too scared to move even an inch. When the sunlight streamed in, the fear slowly faded. I got out of bed, went to the kitchen, made coffee. Tried to keep busy. But my eyes, they kept darting to the bed. That old wooden bed. It looked so ordinary. But why? Why did it feel like this? That day, I decided I had to find answers. I spent the whole day exploring the house. Opening cabinets, checking under tables, tapping walls. Nothing seemed out of place. Until evening, I found a notebook. It was hidden in an old drawer downstairs. The notebook was ancient. The paper yellowed and brittle. I opened it. It was a woman's handwriting, written in blue ink. The first page read, my name is Kham. I'm scared. I got goosebumps instantly. Kham? Who is she? I read on. He's going to kill me. I know it. I can't escape. I started to feel uneasy. This notebook, it felt like a warning. The third night, I was prepared. I placed a flashlight I'd just bought next to my pillow. I told myself, if something happens, I won't run. I have to know, And it happened. Around 2 a.m. That sound came again. You are here. This time, it was clear. I grabbed the flashlight. My hands were shaking. Breathing fast. I slowly leaned over and looked under the bed. Oh my God! What I saw. It wasn't a cat. It wasn't the wind. It was a pair of eyes. Bloodshot eyes. Staring back at me. I screamed at the top of my lungs. I fell back onto the floor. The flashlight dropped with a thud. My heart was pounding like it would explode. I sat there, trembling. I don't know for how long. Until the morning light came. Those eyes were gone. But the fear, it was etched into my heart. I started to suspect there was something hidden in this house. That notebook. Those eyes. They had to be connected. So I decided to ask the neighbors. Aunt Cy, the kind lady next door who loved cats. I went to her that day. I asked, Auntie, has anything ever happened in this house? Her face changed instantly. She sighed and said, dear, you shouldn't stay there, Auntie told me. This house had a history. Over 20 years ago, a woman named Lady Kham lived there with her husband, Mr. Boone. Lady Kham was beautiful. Fair-skinned, long hair, kind-hearted. She loved helping people in the village. But her husband, he was not a good man. He was a drunk, a gambler, and unfaithful. Auntie said they fought often. Their shouting could be heard in neighboring houses. Until one day, the noise stopped. Auntie grew suspicious, but no one dared to check. Days passed, and a foul smell started to drift out. Auntie went on. Lady Kham's husband. He killed her. He stabbed her to death with a knife and hid her body under the bed. Yes, the very bed I slept on every night. He was haunted by the belief that Lady Kham's spirit still lingered, because she died in such a tragic way. And worse, Auntie said, anyone who slept on that bed became her target. When Auntie finished, she looked at me with pity, dear. Move out before it's too late, I was covered in goosebumps. Everything started to make sense. The whispers, the cold breaths, those eyes. It was her. Lady Kham. I went back home that day with a whirlwind of emotions. Fear, confusion, and anger. Why did I have to go through this? But I wasn't ready to give up. I thought, if I learned more about her, I might find a way to fix this. I started digging into Lady Kham's story, talking to people in the village. Some said she used to be a teacher, loved kids. But after marrying Mr. Boone, her life changed. He locked her in the house, wouldn't let her leave. Some said, the night she died, they heard crying, screaming. but no one dared to help. I felt so sorry for her. But I was scared too. If she was angry, if she held a grudge, why did it have to be me who suffered? I went back to her notebook. There were many pages. Writing about her fear, *, he looks at me strangely. I know what he's going to do. I can't escape. I wish someone would help. * reading it, tears streamed down my face. Lady Kham. How much pain she must have endured. But the more I read, the more I felt. She was speaking to me, as if she knew I'd find this notebook. From then on, every night got worse. The whispers turned into moans. The breaths became touches. I once woke up feeling something grabbing my ankle. It was so cold, cold like ice. I tried to shake it off, but the more I struggled, the tighter it gripped. I screamed with all my might, and it let go. But that feeling, it never left me. I started having nightmares, dreaming of Lady Kham standing at the foot of my bed, long hair covering her face, a tattered white dress, and those eyes staring at me. In the dream, she said, "You must help me." I woke up drenched in sweat, my heart racing. Help? Help how? What does she want from me? I couldn't take it anymore. I moved to the sofa, but no matter where I went, it followed me. Under the sofa, in the shadows of the bathroom, even with the lights on, I could still feel it. I decided to seek out someone who knew about this. Uncle Red, an old man who used to be Lady Kham's neighbor. He told me, after her death, Mr. Boone fled. But before he left, he performed some kind of ritual in the house. Uncle Red said he saw Mr. Boone lighting incense, muttering something, like he was binding Lady Kham's spirit to the house. I felt a chill run through me. If that was true, Lady Kham didn't want to stay here. She was forced. I made my final decision. I had to end this. I went to a shaman. His name was Uncle Nation, a respected man in the village. He came to the house, performed a ritual, walked around, lit incense, chanted. Then he stopped, looked at me, dear. This spirit is strong. She's angry. She's in pain. And she wants something. He asked me, do you know what she wants? I shook my head. But deep down, I was terrified that what she wanted might be me. The night after the ritual, I couldn't sleep at all. And suddenly, my bed started shaking. shaking violently, like something was trying to pull me down. I cried, ran out of the house. I drove far away, rented a room in the city, and since then, I've never gone back to that house. But the strangest thing is, even after escaping, some nights, I still hear it. The whispers, the cold breaths, under the bed in my new place. It's terrifying. Asterisk, or is it not just that house, but me that it's attached to? Asterisk. 10 years have passed. I've tried to forget. I've moved to many places, changed jobs, tried to start over. But every time I sleep, I still feel it. Some nights, I dream of Lady Kham. She stands there, staring at me, bloodshot eyes, whispering, "You can't escape." I don't know what she wants from me. Or does she just want me to feel her pain? Maybe she's not angry at me, but at the world, at Mr. Boone. And I'm just someone who stumbled into her afterlife. This is my true story, The Ghost Under the Bed. It might sound like fiction, but for me, it's a nightmare that's never ended. Tonight, before you go to bed, listen closely. Is there something whispering under your bed? Or would you dare to look? Sweet dreams.